Shavua Tov, everybody. I hope you had a lovely and restful Shabbat. Last week, President Joe Biden gave his State of Union address after his first 100 days in office. In almost unprecedented circumstances in modern American politics, Donald Trump was not re-elected for a second term in office. Why not? There are many different reasons given, but I would like to speculate about one reason which could potentially tie back into our parasha. In this week's parasha, at the beginning, Parashat Emor, Moshe has to tell Aharon and his children, the Kohanim, of a new law. That new law is they are not allowed to go to certain funerals. There are very few funerals they actually would be allowed to go to. For Kohen Hediot, the standard priest, 7 closest relatives. For the Kohen Gadol, the high priest, it would pretty much never be allowed to go to a funeral. God has sanctified the Kohanim to be his special people, the connection between the rest of the Jewish nation and God. And in as much of that, there's a special level of religious and spiritual purity they had to upkeep, which would be broken by going to a funeral. We have just gone through a year of coronavirus, of COVID, where many people have lost friends, relatives, loved ones, people we've known for many, many years. And due to the restrictions in place, we have not been able to go to the funerals. We've not been able to comfort and be with the loved ones we have cared for so long. We know how tough that is and how difficult it must have been for the priests to hear that they will not be able to go, say their final farewell, to comfort those that mean so much to them. So how did Moshe do this? It's very normal in the Sedra and the Torah. We see time and time again. It says, "Daber Hashem Moshe lemor daber bnei Israel." And Hashem spoke to Moshe, "Speak unto the Jewish nation," using the expression daber. However, at the beginning of this week's parasha, beginning of Emor, it says, "Vayom Hashem Moshe Emor el hakohanim bnei Aaron." Once again, when Hashem spoke to Moshe, "Speak unto the Aaron and his children, the Kohanim." There's a slight nuance difference in these wordings in Hebrew, which the English translation alone does not show us. The words vayedaber, it's a strong term. It's a matter of fact, this is what we do. The word emor, however, is a much softer tone. It's much softer spoken. There's times and place for different ways of speaking. There's times for, this is what we must do. That's it. Let's do it. Dibur. Commanding. There are many times and many circumstances where the acceptable and the necessary way of speaking is softly, understanding, kind way of speaking. When Moshe was approaching Aaron about this really difficult topic, it had to come softly, gently, with utter love. There's a time and place for every different type of speech. How does this tie back to Donald Trump? Whether or not you agree with Donald Trump's policies, whether or not you think he brought good substantiability to America, he brought progress, whatever you think of Donald Trump's policies, he's not going to be remembered for them. What he will be remembered for is his brash comments, his silly tweets. There's a time and place for the way we speak. Not only what we say, but how we say it as well. And I'm just speculating, but maybe Donald Trump didn't get elected because people didn't like the way he spoke. People didn't like the way he acted. The rabbis tell us, Divrei chachamim b'nachas nishmayim. A wise man's words are spoken gently. If you want to be heard, if we want people to listen to you, you need to be kind and gentle and caring. Yet there are times, though, where we need to be firm. But in general, we need to be kind, we need to speak gently to people. And that is what Moshe is teaching us. When something's hard for somebody, Don't go in like a raging bull in a china shop. But be kind, be gentle, recognize that they are in a difficult place. Recognize that they are struggling and be gentle to them. It's my prayer and my blessing that we can all be what the rabbis described as chachamim in using of our words, gently and kindly, speaking nicely to everyone around us. Shavua Tov.